Hello, welcome in. We're just going to take a few minutes for a couple more people to get in, and then we'll kick off our little live stream. Welcome. We'll just give it a couple minutes to have some more people join, and then we're going to get this show on the road because I know it's like right before dinner time, at least for East Coast time. Feel free to type in the chat as we're waiting for other little friends to join. Say hi, say what you're working on. It has definitely been a long, like, cozy Sunday. Literally, my biggest task of the day today was taking a shower. So, the rest was just napping and relaxing. So, definitely a typical Sunday. But I guess we can get started because it's about 5:07 right now, and I don't wanna keep people too long on a Sunday because I know it's day before work day, you wanna relax, you wanna hang out. So, welcome to our second Crafty Coven live stream for the Season of the Witch Stitchalong. I have been having so much fun this month just hosting the Stitchalong, seeing everyone's progress photos and a lot of finishes, honestly. There's been, like, I feel like almost a dozen finishes, and it's only September 14th. So you guys are like amazing and super fast stitchers, and I applaud you. It has just been the best time. Feel free to put in the comments what you're working on. I'd love to hear it. I myself, if you watched my last Crafty Coven little live stream, I started, let me show you. Literally one of my most favorite patterns that I've ever done. I posted this on my stories yesterday. I've been like trying to put little updates here and there as I go, but I've been starting or working on the Halloween tier by Erin Elizabeth, and I'm literally obsessed. I want to stitch every single one of her tier tray patterns. She has a woodland critter tier tray. She has like all different fruit themed ones like watermelon and strawberries. She has ones for activities like camping, and it's just absolutely amazing. This is one of the fastest stitches I've ever done, and it's just so perfect for the stitch along because I wanted one project that was witchy, and I'll show you that after I do this, but then I really wanted something a little spooky, a little bit more Halloweeny, and still like within that small, like less than 100 by 100 stitch count, and this perfectly fits that. Hi, Betty. Thanks for joining. Hello, everyone. Yeah, feel free to use the comment box. I love to see what you guys are up to because right now I can only hear myself talk. So I would love to hear you guys chat away. But this is the progress that I've done so far. This is only like, I don't know, a week. because I was on last Wednesday, so I've only been doing this since our live last Wednesday, and look at this progress. I'm already on the 3rd tray. I'm almost done. I did come in with, like, a little bit of a problem with this because my fabric, I'm using 30, I think it's 30 count Old Salem linen by Primitive Hair. I might have, like, a little swatch of it, but you can see it's, like, mottled, and it's actually fairly lighter in color, so the white has not been showing up. So I had to pivot my, like, white tier tray plans, and honestly, like, oh, this is backwards, it's a little hard, like, the ghost is white, so I went, "Oh my gosh, I need to change my plan." So I played around with color, and I decided that I wanted to do the tier tray in more of this, like, darker gray, and I've been backstitching the white motifs. I don't know if I like my ghost. Does he look bad? I can't decide if he, like, looks terrible or looks really cute. It might look better once I actually, um, like, add the back stitching to the other motifs, so it kinda goes like, the little Frankenstein still needs his little back stitching. The tombstone, I have to say the, boo on the cup is backstitched, and there is, like, next to the castle, there's gonna be a little jar of, like, eyeballs, so I'm gonna have to backstitch those because those are, like, primarily white, but I was like, "Is this ghost cute enough for this?" I'm glad one person, thank you, you think that it looks good, so I'm gonna keep it. Hi, Natalie. Hello from the UK. Erin's patterns are really good. I have a few. I've had a trouble with the white as well, right? And sometimes I don't wanna use, like, super colorful backgrounds. Like, this isn't so colorful, it's, like, a nice, like, muted plummy purple, but, mm, sometimes I don't like funky colors with it. I don't know, I wanted something a little bit more rustic. Like, my vibe for this is, like, I really wanted to look, like, antiqued and like I took it from a haunted house. So, yeah, I've had to make some adjustments with the white, but since all of her other tier trays, I think, have a lot of white in them, I'll keep that in my mind for next time. I think the Woodland Critters one is gonna be my next one. Hi, Jen, welcome in. But yeah, I think I gotta show you the Woodland one because the Woodland Critters one is just it has been on my mind. And I think when I'm done with that, and whenever I place another 1, 2, 3 stitch order, I'm gonna have to get that. I was up, like, super late last night. Like, I woke up in the middle of the night, and I couldn't fall back asleep, and I was like, "I need to peruse Etsy," and I was just going through all of her different tier trade. Oh, my mom put in this, "The goat is cute ghost is cute for the 10th time." Yeah, I kept asking her, and I thought she was lying, saying that it was cute. Let's see, Woodland Critters tier tray cross stitch. Let me show you this tier tray. Because 'cause you're gonna die when you see it. It's so cute. I mean, the picture is kind of blurry in this, but you have a really cute, like, squirrel, there's a skunk, there's mushrooms, anything with, like, a cute little red toadstool mushroom, I'm like, "I need that." Add to my cart, and I didn't realize how fast these were gonna be, like, stitched up. So, that's next on my wish list of what I want, easily for sure. So, isn't that so cute, Jen? Let me show it again. Like, come on, that skunk and the raccoon. I've been, like, super into raccoons lately, I don't know. I feel like I'm getting so many, like, cute little videos of raccoons eating food with their, like, little tiny hands, and I've been so into them. So this pattern is by Erin Elizabeth Designs, and it's the same designer that is doing the tier tray that I'm doing for the Season of the Witch Stitchalong. Check her out. I feel like her patterns are very similar to Shannon Christine, and honestly, even Stitching with the Housewives too. Kind of similar vibe, similar graphic style, but also I don't think they're super duper big either. Like she may have some sampler size pieces, but they're all like pretty smallish and like easy to stitch. I don't know. And now I'm like kind of on a little smalls kick, and I'm like, because I've only ever really finished, I think, like 2 cross stitch pieces. And now that I see how fast, oh no, 3. So now that I see how fast this is stitching up, I'm like, where have these been my whole life? Why have I been stitching like giant samplers? Yeah, I thought this was gonna be huge too. It's not. It's gonna be like maybe the size of my hand when it's done. I'm literally already almost on the last tray. I just have like the little bats at the end. And like I said with the coloring issues, like the light colors weren't really showing up. Um, I did like the lighter color in Frankenstein's pants. Doesn't show up the greatest, but I think I'm gonna keep it. But the broom right here is going to be that same light color. So I need to figure out what little like color conversion I want to do for the broom. And so I have a couple questions about my fabric. So let me actually get you the swatch of it so you have a better idea of what it looks like. Because I love this fabric. It is really nice. It's a little bit more, I would say, pricier compared to other linens, but really, really not so bad. And I got like a pretty big cut of it. So this is 30 count Old Salem linen by the Primitive Hair. I love their like packaging and just their like aesthetic style. Hi, Lindsay, welcome. And this is what the fabric looks like. It is just so like, it's like the perfect modeled neutral color. It's like crusty and dusty. Like if you want something looking really like antiqued and old, this is like perfect. I love it. And I had a decent sized cut of it. I got it as a gift, so I can't remember like the actual size, but it might only have come in one size on 123 stitch for the 30 count. But I've been able to do, I'm probably going to be able to do 4 like smaller pieces because I did I have it upstairs so I can't show you, a fairy wool in the wood pattern from Etsy. It was like a little ABC's mini gnome sampler that I made into a pillow. It's actually on my I have it on my Instagram, but it's also like the cover photo on my YouTube page if you want to like go check out what that looks like, at least a little snippet of it. And then I have this one going on it. So if I want to do another like 2 smalls, that's amazing. I love it. So I really am enjoying it. 10 out of 10. This is my first time. I mean, I've used the 30 count for another project, but it's not much of a drastic difference between 30 and 32. I don't know. I really like it. So that's from the Primitive Hair. And then my pattern was Erin Elizabeth Designs. Go check her out. She has an Instagram as well. I've been tagging her in my progress photos and being like, oh my gosh, I love this. And she's been like commenting back. So I think she posted it on her stories as well. But I'll show you the other new start that I got for this stitch along that I honestly, I haven't started yet because I have just, the last week has been so busy. I went on my Salem trip, which I just posted the first vlog. Oh, it's on sale, Jen. Amazing. Go check it out on 123 Stitch. I really, really like the fabric. I might honestly have to get another cut of that if it's on sale. But I did post my first Salem vlog. So go and check that out if you haven't. It was so much fun to make. The haul was incredible. I was so super tired when I filmed it though. So I was literally like the most giggliest person known to man. But it was so much fun. I can do a little recap later once I finish up talking about all these little crafty things, but it was an amazing trip. Oh, yes, day 2 haul. Get ready. I found my new favorite store in Salem. I found like the most cottagecore, whimsy clothing store that I've ever found. It literally, the fabrics, it was made for me. And I bought the best, like the most cute outfit from it. Maybe I'll wear it in the next live stream. I didn't wear it today. But oh man, I spent some hours in that store. I felt bad for my little cousin because he was just like sitting down holding all our bags for however many hours we were in there trying on clothes. But it was incredible. So if you like day 1 haul, day 2 is, you're gonna enjoy it too. But I was saying, my other new start that I got for the stitch along that I am still intending to start is the Halloween hen from Nikki's Creations, which I discovered Nikki's Creations from Nashville Needlework Marketplace this year because she had a lot of cute, like Amishy farm style patterns that I was just obsessed with. So it led me like down a rabbit hole of looking at all their other patterns. And I found this and I audibly gasped when I saw it. I was like, I cannot not stitch this year. So I did purchase it as my more witchy pattern for this month's stitch along, and it is just the cutest thing ever. I'm so excited to start this. Maybe I'll start it today to commemorate the second Crafty Coven meeting. We'll see. But I am using a fabric from Stash to stitch this on. And this is, we actually decided this together in the last Crafty Coven meeting because I was between this fabric and that primitive hair fabric, what I wanted for the little hens. We decided this one. I think it's going to be better. It's going to showcase them in their glory. And this is a 28 count artichoke linen. So it's just like a very neutrally color. It's almost like so pale tan. It's like on the greener side, I would say. I don't know. The original pattern is on I believe it's a 28 count Vichy linen from Nikki's Creations, but I honestly ordered all my new start stuff a little bit late. So I wanted to make sure I had it in time to have it for the stitch along. So I just went with something in my stash because the shipping, I don't know, I've never ordered from Nikki's Creations website before. So I just wanted to use what I had, and I cannot wait to start it. Lindsay stitching wishy-washy. That makes me so happy. Oh, I'm so glad that you found that pattern and you loved it. I was watching I think it was a shepherd's bush walkthrough because I personally have never been in a like needle art cross stitch store. So everyone was like raving about shepherd's bush. So I was like, let me see what this has got going on. And in that video, wishy-washy was on the wall. And I was like, I need this. And it's super fun. I am definitely going to be stitching on it for this Halloween season. Except I made a pretty big mistake and my like witch hat is kind of like intersecting the tree instead of like on the clothesline. So I have a good amount to like pick out. But I love that pattern. I'm so glad that you're liking it. Are you like, how far in it are you? Did you just start it? Lindsay, I felt the same when I found the pattern. I haven't seen a model, but it's so fun. I know. One of my friends on Instagram messaged me that it's actually an older pattern. I think it's from like the early 2000s or early 2010s. And she actually had that hanging in her laundry room when she was little, I believe. So I just thought that that was so cool. You started it this afternoon. You started on the top left and made your way to the hat. Isn't it so fast? Like you're just going away. And that was my problem is because I was just stitching it so fast. I wasn't checking my work. And I made a little bit of a oopsie with it, but that's okay. We still love her. I'm obsessed. So those are like the progress with my stitch along pieces. 1, 0 progress, 0. And this one almost done. So the hens will be coming out to play soon. I'll probably try to start it after this live. I've learned it's like, I tried to stitch a little in the last live, but I'm like such a yapper. And I don't want you guys just like sitting, staring at me stitching. I'm not at that level with lives yet. I just feel like I really need to like talk and move my hands and get in it and like be entertaining. So it's for you guys to stitch and for me to talk and, you know, talk about all the crafty fun things because I don't get to talk about this stuff that much now. At least like in my real life, like my mom is crafty and I just got my sister-in-law into like the crafting world and she's crocheting. So it's nice to have another person now to talk about it. Oh, exactly. The breeze moved my hat in my pattern. And that's okay, you know. Can't control the wind. And I shouldn't have been like watching Love Island as I was stitching it, because that is what really made it go a little bit south. But yeah, those are my 2 patterns that I've been working on. As far as other projects that I've worked on in this past week, I have made some progress in a crochet project, and I have it in this really cute Fango Fibers Beauty and the Beast bag. I got this from a Beauty and the Beast like Christmas advent that she had last year. Because if you haven't seen, if you're like a new viewer on this live, I'm very much into Disney. I got married at Disney this past December. So if you have any questions on that, go ahead and ask me, because I'm your Disney certified Disney adult here. And my wedding had a lot of like Beauty and the Beast elements, I would say, in it. So I really wanted to make a Disney blanket this year. I made one last year, and I wanted to do another one. So this is in, what is this yarn? This is a subscription yarn from Bumblebee Acres Farm. They have a monthly Magic Kingdom subscription yarn. And I am already completed with the 3rd month. So the first month was, I think this actually started like in February or something. This was, what was this? This is gonna really bother me. I know I'm on the spot, so I can't remember. Was this? Oh no, this is the last month. This was Space Mountain. This actually glows under a black light, so it's very much like those cosmic-y vibes as the ride. And then this color was Dumbo's Flying Elephant. And then this color was just the Magic Kingdom Castle. So I officially completed it. You know, my crochet has like gotten to the wayside because I've been so into cross stitching lately. So I don't spend as much time crocheting. But now I get to cake up the next color. So this color is Maze colorway, and it is it's a Small World. So very like bright sorbet-y colors. So I'm excited to add this to the blanket. So that's going to be another project. I always dread like caking up yarn into like taking this, if you don't like do fiber arts, it's like taking this out of like its cute little braid and putting it into like a little round circle basically. And I have like the worst yarn winder. I really need to get another one. It was like the cheapest one on Amazon that you can get. And it takes me a million years if I'm doing it by myself. I always have to like get someone to help me because it makes it go by a little bit faster. So I need to cake this up. So that's my little crochet update since I've last showed this on videos. I don't think I've showed my blanket in a hot minute because I'm only working on one color. I'm not just going to show it like little incremental pieces. I'll show it more when I'm like completely done with a section. But I think I talked about this in other videos, but my mom, my sister-in-law, and I, we signed up for a year-long knitting class at my local yarn store, which I'm so excited for. And because I don't know how to knit. I am like desperate to make knitted socks. And let me show you why. I've discovered the most amazing like color work sock patterns ever, and it's from the designer Stone Knits. I actually have her book even though I don't know how to knit, because one day I will make these socks in the book. Let me show you. Like these are just so cute. Like they have little cows on them. I want cows on my feet. They're so cute. She has like a really cute mushroom one. Like look at these fruits, like tomatoes and pineapples. Ugh, so adorable. She has like ladybugs. A lot of these are videos, so I don't want to click them because it'll, you can't see it. But she just posts these like most beautiful flat lays of like sock drawers, and I'm like, that is an ultimate goal, to have just like a homemade sock drawer. So yes, we're taking the knitting class, and I got all my materials for it. So for the year, we're making a what's it called? It's a blanket, and it's using the book. It's called like Building Blocks. I'm unsure of who the designer is, but each month we're working on a different sort of a square in the book. So we're going into the class with only knowing how to do long tail, cast on, knitting, and purling. So 3 basic skills. I still really need to practice them before the class, but that's all we needed to know. And each square is going to be practicing like different techniques. And eventually, by the end of the year, we'll be golden with knitting. So they gave us like the yarn requirements and things. So this was the yarn that I chose. I chose one that was like a cheaper commercial yarn. So I did Plymouth Encore Tweed, and it's just a really pretty pale pink with like brown and black speckles. So I was able to get the last 6 of these at the yarn store, and I do have, I think she ordered me like 2 or 3 more, so I'll have enough for the class. But yeah, usually I'm not like a pink person, but it was like between the pinkish color and then the bluish color. And I was like, I have so much blue in my stash. I want to do something different. I want to do pink. So that's Plymouth Encore Tweed. Got a couple of those. And then I show you the needles I got. It's going to be a little crinkly. So I have a lot of like, I don't know, I have little sensitive baby wrists. And she said this was her favorite needles for knitting if you have like any sort of dexterity issues, if you're like prone to tendonitis or tennis elbow or golfer's elbow. So she recommended the Addy Scasel Rocket Squared knitting needles. And she said that, and when I'm saying she, I mean the yarn store owner. She said these are really good because they have like a super pointed tip. I got the metal ones, and then it's almost like squared, kind of like a rounded square edge on the needles, and it has these little tiny grooves in it so that the yarn doesn't like easily slip off the metal slippery needles. So I'm really excited. I have to do a gauge swatch, so I'm going to test these out. This is what is this cord? This is a 24-inch cord. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to like begin my knitting journey. Do any of you guys do like fiber arts or any of those things? I've been trying to incorporate more of it into my videos, but I know not everyone that cross stitches also does yarny things, but I'm just so obsessed with crochet and fiber arts as well that I have to incorporate it. And I'm actually really excited because next weekend, so the 20th of September, is the Adirondack Wool and Arts Festival. And I am so excited. It's at like the Washington County Fairgrounds. For the past, like, I think 2 to 3 years since I've been like heavily into crochet, I've been going. And it's coming up again, baby. I save like the majority of my yarn purchases for the end of the year because I love traveling around to like different fiber festivals that are in like the New England area and just like acquiring all like the most beautiful and delicious hand-dyed yarns. I love it. So that's going to be next weekend on Saturday. I will be attending that. And then also on Friday, I'm going to the Hot Air Balloon Festival with my husband and his family. So I can't wait for that. That's going to be so fun. So it's just like a fun-filled weekend. And yeah, before the Fiber Festival, I need to go in with a plan. I need to like figure out what I want to like what project I want to make, because going in without a plan to one of those things is hard because you don't know how much to get, and you're just like, at least me myself, I'm just like in a trance looking around and trying to make good decisions because yarn can be expensive. So yeah, I'm thinking I have my eye on a shawl that I want to make. Forget the name of it, but it's very like Outlander-ish. It's inspired, and it's like a wrap shawl kind of So I think I'm going to get the yarn to do that. So I have that festival coming up, and then I have Rhinebeck, or New York Sheep and Wool, coming up in October, and that's like the biggest yarn festival, I think, at least on the East Coast, maybe the country. Don't quote me. I know Flock is pretty big too in the Pacific Northwest. And then I might be going to one in Massachusetts as well. I think it's in like Springfield. I think that's a couple weeks after Rhinebeck. But they're just so much fun. And now that I'm like pretty heavily into YouTube and like filming, it's just like really fun events that I'm able to like film and document. And I don't know, it's just so much fun to like share and be a part of this community. So expect videos, baby, from all of those events. Because they are just a literal blast. If you're not like into fiber arts yet, try like dabbling. Be a little curious about it. I like learned how to crochet from one of those Wooble kits. They used to have them. I think they have them at Michael's too, but they have them at Joann's. But it's like a tiny little kit. Maybe it's like $30 or $40, and it teaches you like step by step how to crochet these like little tiny animals. I don't think I have mine here, but I started with one of those kits, and it has videos, it has written patterns, so it really hits like every type of learner. And that was all I needed. It taught me how to read a pattern, it taught me all the stitches, how to like look at my stitches and fix my mistakes. And after I got like halfway through the ruble, I was like done and ready to move on to the next thing, because I already learned how to do it. I was like, okay, let's make a hat, let's make a scarf. And then I just went full blown into it. So check out those Wooble kits. And maybe I'll do like a whole video on like actually like how to start to learn to crochet, or how like I physically did, and like my step by step. Like once I did the Wooble, then I went to like pot holders or coasters or things. And yeah, it's just fun to step outside of your comfort zone and try something that might intimidate you a little bit. So I did that with crocheting. That was a couple years ago, and I completely now have like a crazy giant yarn wall that I never thought I would have. All because I stepped out of my comfort zone. And now I'm stepping out of my comfort zone with knitting. And I'm really excited, because I find cross stitch fairly easy. Not saying that it doesn't take any skill, but it's not as intimidating to pick up as like the yarny things as well. Would love an intro to crochet video. I'm curious but don't know where to start. Exactly. That's like the hardest part. I'm the same exact way. Especially with knitting. I did not know where to start. So that's why I myself signed up for a knitting class, because I'm finding it harder to learn online how to knit than crochet. I think crochet is fairly easier to pick up, less intimidating. But yeah, I can make a whole video on that, because I've really found a lot of good videos that I personally used in my journey, and then I can link some of the Woobles, because that was like a game changer for me, because I very much am someone who need to see a video of someone doing it so I can watch it 1,000,001 times and go through it at the same time. But they also have you like practicing reading patterns, and it was life-changing as far as like crocheting goes. So I'll definitely add that to my list and make a video on that. Maybe I'll do some tutorials myself on how to do certain things. Because sometimes you don't resonate with one teacher versus another. Sometimes someone explains it where it just clicks in your head, and someone might not do it as well. So yeah, that would be something really fun to add to my channel, because any type of like crafty goodness that I could expose you guys to, I just think the better. It's so funny, because I never did any like sort of crafting things until I think it was like 2019 or 2020. My mom got me a little Walmart embroidery kit. And because it was in the pandemic and we were home, and I like started grad school at that point, and I just needed something to do outside of just doing grad school. And that, like, I was a goner from then because, like, I would wake up early and do those kits because I was just so mesmerized. And I'm someone that struggles with, like, anxiety. I talk a lot about, like, how crafting has been like a therapy to me and my get to know me while I organize my DMC stash video. But it is like the first activity that I have found crafting in general and like working with my hands is the only time of day where my brain is completely silent and I'm not thinking about anything except for, whatever hand motions I'm doing. So being able to dabble in different types of crafting things, I just think is really nice. Steps out of your comfort zone, really like works your brain too as well. And then you can fall in love with something totally new. Cause like me with my little embroidery kits, I was such a perfectionist before, did not like any crafts. And when I got those little kits, I was all in. I immediately like, started designing patterns. I ended up then opening an Etsy store and selling embroidered clothing type things like hats and headbands. And I did that for a while and had like commissions. And like, who would have thought I would have been getting paid to like sew these commissioned hats? Like I was never someone that was into that kinds of stuff. So you really just have to dabble around and see what you like. You might resonate with one craft more than another. Lucky for me, I have found two different kinds of fiber arts things that I really enjoy, but it's fun to play around. The next thing I want to play around with, I think, is maybe quilting. I have a really cute, I actually got it for Christmas because I really want to make a little quilt for my bed, but I wanted to start with like something super basic, super beginner. So I found like a free, I think it's like called a charm pack quilt. So I got like all the squares I need for that, and I'm gonna make a farm quilt for my bed, and I can't wait. So I just need to, break that out and and start that. But my sewing machine is another feat. I like know how to use it like as basically as possible. So that's something I want to do because I've been perusing all these like sewing patterns on Pinterest and on TikTok. And yeah, I want to become a better sewer, especially since like with clothing, I struggle to find clothing in stores sometimes. Like I am petite in height, but I'm like have larger measurement sizes. I'm more plus size. So when I go into a store, it's really hard for me to find something that really fits me well. That is like also cost effective. And sometimes I'll order clothes online and it'll fit me in one place, not in the other, or the straps will be too long. And I think it would just really benefit me to learn like basic tailoring skills so that I can really find clothes that I love, like and love, and I'm able to fit them a little bit better towards my body. I might even start that as like a series on my channel because I've ordered like a lot of dresses from more like fast fashion websites and I love them. They're really cute. The fabric like material is adorable, the pattern, but I really want to like make different changes to it. So that could be like a fun video. Like me kind of trying to figure out how to alter my clothes and take you guys along on the journey. And if there's anything that you really want to see from me as well, you can write it in the comments. You can send me in the comment section here, obviously, where we're all hanging out. But you can also send me a DM on Instagram. My Instagram is at Thistle and Thread with two D's at the end of thread, or even email me. My email is thistleandthreadyt@gmail.com. And I would love to hear your suggestions and even like see what crafty things you're working on, like pictures. I love getting pictures like in my DMs or in my email of the projects you're working on or any of like the haul that you guys have because I love a haul. I'm always like endlessly adding things to my wish list. And that's why I make so many like wish list and pattern videos because I'm like constantly on every single website looking and saving and seeing what's new and what's out there, and then like curating like a vibe or a theme for something and then showing it to the people, showing it to you. And then you can discover other fun new patterns. And I've just been having so much fun doing that with this stitch long that I have decided to continue this stitch long as like a monthly thing. And I put it on my Instagram stories, and I did YouTube polls and like comment sections as well. And I've been kind of wanting to like gauge the vibe, what everyone's thinking, and everyone else wanted to continue on with it as well. So this month is for September is the season of the witch sal, and I am going to be continuing the Crafty Coven throughout December, like all the way till the end of this year. But each month is going to be a different theme within like our little Crafty Coven. So I'll give you a little like spoiler now for next month. So for October, I'm really thinking about I wanted this song to be unique and really help people get into the cozy seasonal vibes. So right now we're like entering that very like autumnal season. And oh, you just DM'd me. Thank you. And I really just wanted people to like really feel that warm and coziness. And so we had season of the witch stitch long for September, and now we're continuing on that journey together. So we've been stitching our witches, we've been, gathering together as a coven, and now that we're all together in our little crafty coven, we're now going to pick out some real estate babies. So for October, it's going to be, I think I'm going to call it the Haunted Happening Sal. And if how do I explain this? It's going to be where we're stitching on things that are related to like tiny towns or like haunted things in towns. So whether it's a cemetery, whether it's like a spooky town, things in that nature, or just anything spooky in general. So if you want to continue on what you've been working with, like for the season of the witch tale, go ahead. Because I don't want anyone to like feel not included. I want them to feel all of the fun, warm, and cozy vibes. So we're gathering together and we're now picking out our land and stitching on all things like that. And then I have like a really fun idea for November to kind of expand upon that story. Of course, I have a little bit more time to like think about exactly how to word it and make it a little bit more eloquent. But yeah, haunted tiny towns, baby. Haunted towns. We're going to Halloween Town next month. So we've got our coven, we've got all our friends, and we're moving in someplace. So stitching on anything spooky or starting something new within like that little town setting. And of course, I'll be doing live streams. I'm thinking about dabbling in doing like a community finish type parade, or kind of similar to like what the Lindy Stitches online retreats offer. So like maybe at the end of the month, we all do like a big giant Zoom where we can all stitch together and talk and share either the progress we've made in the month or like what we finished. So that could be really fun. I've been thinking about maybe doing a Discord group for it. So any ideas that you have that you want to maybe have added just to increase this like community crafty goodness, send them my way, because I'm all about like the community vibes of this, and people seem to be like really enjoying it. Like really make sure I've been trying to share like every post that I've been tagged in for the stitch along, whether it's like a finish or progress, I've been trying to share it on my stories. But if you like see something that you really like on my stories, go ahead and message that person and be like, wow, that's really incredible. And like maybe have that back and forth relationship and form new stitchy friends. Because I get to see everyone's beautiful work, but I really want like you guys to connect with each other too, because we can never like not have like enough friends in this community. And I'm like actually stepping out of my comfort zone because I did sign up for StitchCon, like the waitlist for StitchCon next June, I think. So are any of you guys going to StitchCon? It'll be my first time attending a in-person retreat and, like, taking these, like, online relationships to real life and meeting people in real life. So let me know if you're going to StitchCon, if you signed up. I think I am signed up for or on the wait list to be signed up for weekend B. And me and my friend Sam at Slow Snail Stitching, who she just posted her Whip Parade, her first floss tube video, and it's doing incredible. I'm so proud of her. And so go check her out, Slow Snail Stitching. We signed up for it together. Yes, you're on here. Yeah, go Sam. Yeah, go check her out. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I hope we get in. We were like texting back and forth, being like, is this like a Taylor Swift concert where there's like a crazy long wait list and like people are like fighting to get on this list? But yeah, I'm so excited. And I'm so excited to meet her in real life. So I really hope we get in and that we can stitch together. And fun fact, Sam made me this bag. If you didn't see from last week, she made this really adorable, spooky, cutesy ghost bag for me with a little package. And I still have to mail out your package. Your project is almost done. I've been so busy, but I really wanted to make you something handmade. So that's coming in the mail soon. Soon. It'll be worth the wait, I promise. But yeah, I'm super excited for StitchCon. The shopping that I'm going to be doing if we go, oh my gosh, it's going to be insane. Because I've never, ever had access to all these fun crafts like in real life. Like in person, like I'm seeing it and I can immediately buy it. There's no waiting period. So it's going to be crazy. I'm going to have to like really restrict myself a little bit or just like really save up and go a little crazy because this will be like a really fun thing. Yeah, it's coming in the mail. Don't worry. I have like most of it all set aside right now, but the big thing is in the works. It's in the works, but I'm making it with a lot of love. So you'll really like it. And since I'm talking about mailing things out, I thought it would also be fun to maybe show you now as like a little sneak peek of what the giveaway for this season of the Witch Stitchalong is gonna be. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Let me get it. So it's nothing like super big, but it is cute nonetheless. And so if you're newly watching this video or you like newly have joined the Sal and you don't know, if you like post a photo on your Instagram, or even if you don't have an Instagram and you want to email me it, that's great. Again, my email is thistleandthreadyt@gmail.com. Doing that, so tagging me at thistleandthread with 2 Ds, and then using the hashtag season of the witch Sal, Sal is SAL for Stitchalong, you will automatically be entered to win these cutesy little goodies that I got specifically for the winner in Salem. So I just wanted to do something to give back, to say thank you for participating and that I'm super grateful. And I've just loved seeing everyone's work this month. So this is what you'll be receiving in the mail if you get it, if you win. So I went to one of my favorite yarn stores, which is Circle of Stitches. It's in like down by the water in Salem. And it's a women-owned LGBTQ, and I believe she's also Brazilian as well, yarn store, and it's incredible. She also has her own hand-dyed yarns, and it's called Toil and Trouble. I can show the skein that I got in a second after I show the giveaway stuff. So I really wanted to support her in this stitch along. So I got a couple of stickers from her store to give out. So I got a sticker for her yarn festival that she hosts in Salem, and it's called the Fiber Witch Festival. And I really want to make it out to go to one of these festivals one year. It always has like a witchy theme. So I think last year's theme was Persephone, and they started out with like a big ball, like a yarn ball, basically, where you get dressed up in like the thing for the theme. So everyone was dressed in red for Persephone, and they just have all these like witchy, yarny vendors, and it just looks like a blast. So I got the sticker to promote their Fiber Witch Festival. Go check it out. And then I also got a cutie little iridescent Salem sticker of the witch house, which is an iconic location in Salem. That's where a lot of girls take their photos in front of. So had to get that. And then I did get a little iridescent sticker that says Circle of Stitches on it as well. So even if you don't do yarny things, it's still like fiber arts and needle art related. So I went crazy. I got the sparkly one because I love sparkle. So I got that. So those are the 3 things picked out from the local yarn store there. And then I wanted to include like a little piece of art from that area. And I thought like the idea of a postcard would honestly be really cool because then I can also, write on the back of it a special message, and it'll be easy to frame too if you wanted to frame it like an easy, 5x7 frame, I guess. So I got this one. This is from Domestica Dents, I believe. Domestic Cadence? I'm unsure, but they have a website, and on the back I can show you. Domestic Cadence, Domestica Dents. Don't quote me. But this is just like a really pretty artwork of like all the things around Salem. You have like the Witch Museum, you have the Max and Danny's house from Hocus Pocus. You just have all of like the iconic Salem locations, the old cemetery. So I just thought that would be really fun. I thought it was adorable. I have my phone ringing. And then last but not least, I just wanted a fun little add-on into the giveaway. So I got this from Counter Couture, and it's just like a cute little notions pouch. Is that not the cutest thing ever? So you have like the cute little skull and book, you have a cauldron, little kitty cat, all the witchy goodness. And it's 2-sided, so you get fun on both sides. So this is just a really cute thing to store all of your little notion goodies, whether it's for cross stitch, whether it's just for everyday use, or for another craft. Put needle minders in here, your needles, your darning needles. It's so cute, and it's so well made. It's like a very nice, like soft canvasy material. It's just so super cute. I'm obsessed with it. From the same store, which I think I got this from Olive and Branch, which is like a really fun, like botanical kind of a witchy store there. I also got this because I'm gonna dabble into making project bags ever since I saw how cute Sam's was that she sent me. I was like, I need to get on that. And I got this for a cute little like zipper pull from the same place, and it has a little black cat, and then it says Salem, Mass. Isn't that cute? I love it. So that's what will be included in the giveaway. I'll post it on my Instagram as well, so that if the people who didn't see this video will see what they'll be getting. But that's the little giveaway. And it's just so much fun. My love language is gift giving. So I went crazy. I was like all weekend that I was there, is like scavenging for the perfect things to kind of put all together and ship out. And I'll definitely be doing a giveaway like each month of the next Stitchalongs as well for a little Crafty Coven group. I'm just loving it. It's so much fun. So that is going to be going out. I can also show you little sneak peeks of other giveaways that I'm going to be having in my other videos as well. That would be fun. Let's see. So I'll show you 2 of the things. I do have a couple more, but I can open it. So let's open it for you. So I accidentally got a double order of this Mill Hill kit. Like I ordered 2 instead of 1, and I thought this would be fun. Maybe I'll give this away in October, but it's UFO, I'm currently working on this one for my dad. I really need to finish it because I'm almost done with it. So I'll be giving this away at one point. This is from their autumn harvest collection. I believe it was from this past release. So that's going to be a little giveaway option. Again, if you've never worked with a Mill Hill kit before, these are stitched on like a perforated paper, almost like a little cardstock, and comes in the kit. And then it comes with all of the beads that you need, which I love beadwork. This is what made me fall in love with working with beads, was a Mill Hill kit and all the threads. And then they usually come with little charms as well, which they call treasures. And it's just super cute. I have a Mill Hill video. I have a couple of Mill Hill videos actually. I filmed in, I think, the beginning of spring, a kit parade for all of the like the Mill Hills that I had in my stash at that time. Of course, it's expanded since. And I also have a pattern video for spring, summer Mill Hill kits for the bigger ones as well. So this will be in someone's mailbox at some point once I decide to give that the way. And then I also have, maybe this will be like a November giveaway. I have an extra Lindy Stitches reindeer games pattern. So just a really cute reindeer animal. What really makes me love this pattern that I didn't notice at first was this cute little mouse. Look how cute he is. So that's going to be a giveaway item as well in one of my floss tube videos. So cute, right? So fun to ship little presents out. So that's all that I have, I think, as far as giveaway items right now. Maybe there's a couple other things, but that was like the first couple things that I saw in my stash. So be on the lookout for future floss tube videos of when I'll be sprinkling those in. I've been trying to film. My intention was to film a floss tube every 2 weeks, like a full podcast update. But honestly, I've been like so sucked into like other crafty things and just really busy. Like I was working crazy hard on my tank top shirt vest thing I was making for Salem, so I wasn't stitching as much. And I've just been busy, so I haven't been having so much variety as far as my videos go. Like, I mean, the only thing I've been working on for the last week is my Halloween tiered tray, but I can try to put them out more often. I mean, do you like these? I mean, this is a live, but do you like this, like sitting down, just me talking, kind of rambling about my crafty things? Because I've definitely enjoyed doing these lives. Like before I like started doing it, I was like, oh, I need to go in with a list of what to say, but it's so easy and intuitive. I feel like I've already been talking for 58 minutes. Like, where has the time just disappeared to? I don't know. It's just whisked away. And it's been so fun to like talk to the comments, talk to you guys and hang out. And so fun to stitch along. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you're having fun stitching. I know a couple of people have written what they're working on, but what else are you guys working on? Doesn't even have to be like what you're working on right now. It can just be like what you've been incorporating into your whip rotation. I always love to hear that. But yeah, these have been a blast. So much fun. You're cooking dinner. I love that. I'm getting hungry. I'm going to need to cook. I don't know what I'm going to make. I made yesterday because I was feeling, yesterday was like the perfect fall-ish day for me. And I was, of course, there were no men home. It was just me and my mom. I was like, this is great. This is fantastic. Just female energy. And I made like a big pot of broccoli cheddar soup. And like, I got fancy with the sandwich. Like, I made really fancy sandwiches to go with the soup, and it was divine. It was so good. So I'll probably eat that as my leftovers, I'm thinking, tonight, because I'm not cooking. I made a big meal yesterday and I got leftovers, so that's what I'm gonna eat. But my week just feels so thrown off. This feels like a Monday to me, not a Sunday. But do we like this time for Sunday? Is 5 p.m. on Sunday okay for you guys? I know people can, like, watch this back, and that's all, like, fine and dandy, but, like, I also want people to participate if they wanna participate. So, like, let me know if this is okay. I'm, like, constantly asking your guys's, like, opinions and questions, especially in my, like, Instagram stories. And sometimes I'm just like, "Make a decision." But I have decision paralysis, I feel like. I just always want everybody's opinion before I make a decision since this is such a community-based stitch along. Let's see. Ina, is it Ina? Ina? I wanna make sure I'm saying your name correctly. But you're currently working on Gone Batty by Brenda Gervais. Ooh, let me look that one up. Let's see, Gone Batty. Gone Batty, Brenda Gervais. I feel like I'm gonna like this one. And I do. Let's see. Oh, this one's so cute. Is this the right one? Yep. Brenda Gervais. Oh my gosh. Ina. What a beautiful name. I love that. That's what Ina's working on is Gone Batty by Brenda Gervais. Are you doing this on a greenish fabric? What's your like linen choice or just fabric choice in general? I love that. That black cat is so cute. Like this is a cutesy Halloween pattern. I love that. And you're looking forward to Mira Eve tonight. Ooh. Eve she's that witch, right? I think I've talked about her before. Kermit by Picture This Plus. Oh, lovely. How that's gonna look fantastic. Send me a picture of that when you're done if you have an Instagram or if you want to email me. I would love to see that progress. Let's see, Mira, Eve. Pretty sure Eve is a pattern, right? Let's see. Is it Mira Eve is the new release that comes out on the 14th at midnight. Ooh. Interesting. Oh, new releases. Mira Eve. I didn't know this was happening. Because I'm pretty sure there is like a witch named Eve that is like a Nora Corbett or a Mirabilia pattern. I did not know that was going on. How has that like just completely flown over my head? So there's all Mirabilia patterns. Every month there's a new Nora release on the 14th. I did not know that. Wow. Looks like I'm gonna be on the websites at midnight tonight looking because I've been loving my Nora Corbett I've been working on. I've been working on dewdrops. I can pull up a photo if you haven't seen any of my other videos before. Dewdrops, Nora Corbett. 1 month is a Nora Corbett and the next month is a Mirabilia. I had no idea. I need to like get better on my cross-stitching influencing game. This is the one I'm working on. That's Dewdrops, and I'm just obsessed with her. Oh, my dogs are barking. You might hear them. It's okay. But I'm loving working on my Nora Corbett, and I discovered like how much out of print Nora Corbett patterns are, like Mirabilias in general. And I've got that like that itched like every time I go on 123 Stitch, I should buy at least one Nora Corbett or Mirabilia. So I'm like building up a stash of them because when those puppies get out of print, they're pricey. And of course, the ones that I love, I'm sure those will say bye-bye and then get out of print, and then I'll never be able to get them unless I'm like battling someone on eBay to win a bid. You love my dewdrops. Thank you so much. I have it kitted up and dying to start it. You should. You totally should. We could be twins. We can be dewdrops twins. I have a whole little stash on one of my shelves right now of projects that I have kitted up so that I can easily grab and go when I'm inspired to stitch on them. And I have a couple Noras right now kitted up. I have one of the lily pad pixie ones. I forget the name of it. I'll have to look, but one of like those pixie water fairies that she's like sitting on a lily pad, and I'm gonna do that eventually. And then I also have the fairies that are with like the letters of the alphabet. So I have an M for my last name, and I really want to do that one. I think I also purchased the N one as well for like my first name. But yeah, that'll be coming eventually. And I have literally like a whole bag of beads of like for all my Nora Corbett's that I have to like go through and sort to see which one needs what. And like when I've done beading in the past, I've just used like the one strand of DMC like with a similar color for the beading. But I heard like you should be using invisible thread. This was the only one that was available at the time that like wasn't out of stock on 123 Stitch. What do you use for your beading? Like, is invisible thread the way to go, or should I just do it with the floss? But I have all the beautiful beads right here in a trash bag, basically, in my drawer. That once I break them out, I can add them to my kit. But those Mill Hills really made me love beading. I have been like, yesterday I felt that like, I feel like every week or two, oh wait, hold on. I feel like the Mura girlies all use the invisible threads, right? I need to do that instead of just DMC. I'll try out the invisible thread. I think the Huga Stitcher, she definitely uses invisible thread. She probably wouldn't be caught using DMC with the beading. She's such a professional with it. So I have to I'll watch her videos back too and see, because she's like the queen of fancy ladies in my mind, is the Huga Stitcher. Chef's kiss. I love her. She's incredible. What was I saying? I'm just like rambling. I'm just rambling so much. But oh yeah, I feel like every 2 weeks I get these like almost like cravings, but just like inklings to try new cross stitch patterns, or like I don't know, my mood shifts and changes pretty like frequently of what I want to be stitching on and working on. And last night it hit me at 2 a.m. when I woke up in the middle of the night. I was like, I need to stitch tier trays. I need to stitch on Mama Witch X Stitches patterns, which she was the first cross stitch account I ever followed, was Mama Witch Cross Stitch or X Stitch, I think, on Instagram. And her work is immaculate. She makes such like cozy cottagecore spooky patterns. And I have one going, I think. I might have undid it. Yeah, I undid it from my basket. It's somewhere in this craft room. But I was doing like a little strawberry shortcake frog from her. And I was like, I need to pull this out. But like, this was one of her new, oh, there's me. Nobody wants to, you're already looking at me. You don't need to see my Instagram. But like, this is one of her new releases, is like these cute little witchy frogs. And she just has such a cute little pattern style. I don't even know what it is. But like, look at that raccoon with the chickens. But I've been getting an inkling to stitch one of her patterns. There was another designer too. I forget what it was. I mean, this was literally middle of the night when I was like searching all these things. But yeah, the tier trays and spooky Mama Witch cross stitch patterns is something that I really want to stitch. Oh yeah, like I have this cute cottagecore pattern saved from my shopping antics last night. This is from Annabella's shop, which Annabella's puts out really cute. I think they even have a whole cottagecore collection. But it's a little bear gardening, and it says, "We harvest what we plant." That is adorable. I kind of imagine that like on a t-shirt almost, if I wanted to experiment with some of that like dissolvable stuff interfacing on clothes. That could be fun. Isn't that adorable? What was another thing I saved? I literally feel like I'm just sitting down with friends right now. This is so silly. I also saved these squirrels. Autumn Acorn Gatherings. And it's just like a cute little Papa Squirrel and Mama Squirrel in their cute little outfits. Very Nicole Thistle and Thread coated animals and clothes. Which one was that? Who designed that one? Oh, With Thy Needle designed those squirrel ones. And then Annabella's, of course, did this one as well. This is the, what is this called? It's the needle art tray display. I don't know if there's like a specific pattern, like name for this, but it's just a really cute autumnal, cozy little display. You got a little house, you got a little sweater, you got a little owl, a fox. It's perfect for the fall for foxes, Sal, right now as well, that's going on. Oh, so cute. That's what I was mesmerized by last night. My Etsy, like my saved Etsy patterns are just like so all over the place. But yeah, it's been fun. This has been really fun. Let's see. I have one more. I don't have a completed mirror project yet, but plan on using invisible thread once you get to that point. Yeah, I should do that as well. I'm not at the point with beading yet in my dewdrops pattern, but I'll be good and use invisible thread. I've like seen some mixed reviews about the brand that I have. Sorry that I'm going through my bag if you don't like the crinkling. But the Dritz brand, I've seen some mixed reviews. This wasn't like the recommended brand or like the gold standard thread that they use for the Nora Corbetts that's recommended. But we're going to give her a go. We're going to see. We're going to see if I like it. I feel like there was one other thing I wanted to mention today. It's going to come to me like immediately once I press end stream. Maybe it'll pop up. I'll stay on for a few more minutes longer and see if it stirs up. But I'm probably going to announce, like officially announce the new Stitchalong for the month of October. Probably soon. Definitely this week. Let's see, it's September 14th. Yeah, definitely this week coming because I like to give people at least 2 weeks to acquire the materials that they want to do for it. And again, this like theme of like the Crafty Coven, like the group, and since we're doing like spooky patterns and stuff, you don't have to get a new start. You can totally keep working on what you've been working on for this specific Sal. But again, you can go crazy and start something new for October. Again, I think it's going to be haunted happenings and like stitching on like little haunted town scenes or like graveyards or like, I don't know, places, like spooky places. Like there's a lot of carnival ones from, I think, the Witchy Stitcher, and like I think of the Haunted Library from Lola Crow, stuff like that. We're acquiring our real estate because the Crafty Coven's pretty big right now. So we need places to gather. And what's better than like haunted, spooky places? So yeah, that'll be coming next week. I just got to make the little infographics on it. And the live schedule won't be announced till like the start of October because I am starting a new job. If you watched the last live, you'll know that was the day that I interviewed for that said job, and I did get it. Yay! So now I am a employed dietitian for a very large nutrition company, and I'm so excited. It's completely remote. The hours are amazing. And I'm so excited. So I'm unsure exactly what my like set hours are because it'll be really based on like my clientele and like the patients that I see. So we'll see. I'm starting I think on the 22nd. So I'll have more information once I actually start for like when I can do the lives. But I'll probably be able to do the live sometime like after 5 p.m. Eastern time. Maybe like I'll stick with the 7 p.m. time slot. And then that'll also give people on the West Coast the ability to join in on the lives as well. But yeah, I think this is like I don't have like a set schedule. It's just like clientele like all throughout the week. So I think even on weekends I can be seeing patients. So we'll see. We'll see. But I'm so excited. I'm so excited to start a new job, especially a remote one. It's just going to be perfect because I don't have to spend all the time in the car because, again, I live in the Adirondacks. So everything is pretty far to drive to. So it's incredible that I have a remote job opportunity. I'm so excited to help people nutrition-wise again. So it's going to be great. You might be able to hear my dogs like wrestling upstairs. In my basement, it gets pretty loud. You can hear like all the animals upstairs. Sometimes you can hear my bird chirping. I do have a bird. So, yeah. Yeah, I think that's going to be it because I'm getting a little bit hungry. And you don't want to see me hangry on this live. I mean, I'll always be nice to you, but I'm going to get hungry soon. So, I think that's going to be it for today. The next live is going to be, let's see, let me pull up my calendar. So next Sunday, September 21st at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, we're going to sit down, we're going to get cozy together, get all our crafts, you're going to listen to me talk. And yeah, I hope you guys got some quality stitching time. Samantha, I hope you cooked a good dinner. And yeah, that's basically it. I hope you guys have the best week ever, starting tomorrow, Monday. And I'm excited. Remember to tag me in your posts at Thistle and Thread with 2Ds at the end and using the hashtag Season of the Witch Sal so that I can see your work because I love that. So have a great night. Never know how to end these. And I'll see you in the next one. There'll be some new videos up this week coming, but remember to watch my first vlog from Salem. That's up and posted. And I also posted my video that I filmed for a month making my crochet outfit for Salem. So go check that out as well. I know it's like a little different from my usual like Lost Tube videos, but I really enjoy posting the vlogs and the crafty vlog content. So yeah. I am also okay, I guess I'll just keep yapping about one more thing before I go. I am thinking about doing Vlogtober. What do you guys think about that? Would you watch? Vlogtober it's basically like posting a video every single day for the month of October. I watch Paper Crane Yarns, Ashley, go check her out on YouTube and Instagram. She does Vlogtober every year, and I've been watching it for the past 2 years, and every day that is like the highlight of my day is sitting down and watching her video that she posts. I mean, again, maybe some days the videos are only like 5 minutes long, but I just think it's a fun little thing to do each day. And yeah, again, I don't know how busy my schedule is going to be with my new job, but I think it could be something like that. If I at least try to upload it every day, that could be really fun. Or maybe I just do like a week-long Vlogtober and post one at like the end of each week. So let me know if you would rather have like a weekly Vlogtober video where it's like every day and it's a longer video posted at the end of the week, or if you would like more of the mini vlogs each day. What do you think? What are you guys feeling on it? Jen says absolutely. I'm with you, Jen. I feel like it would be fun. It's like so funny that people want to watch me. I don't know. They're like interested in what I'm doing. But I'm like so interested in other people too. So it just like inspired me that I wanted to make my own videos. I'm so glad, that you love daily vlogs. That's exactly how I am. If you've ever even had the inkling to make videos, you need to go out and make videos. Put yourself out there, do it. It'll be so worth it. This has literally been my favorite thing I've done all year is making these videos. And it's just, you make so many friends and the community is just so great. Like, just set up your phone and film. You don't need fancy equipment. I literally use my phone. I've only been like recently getting fancy by like getting tripods and like some lights and things. But do it. Like, go film a video and do it because you won't regret it. You might feel a little awkward doing it at first, but it is so worth it to just put yourself out there and talk about the things you love, because as long as you're talking about the things that like mean a lot to you and bring you joy, that's totally going to come through and be authentic, and people are going to vibe with it. So make the videos. If you've ever thought about doing it, you should do it. That'll be my closing statement from Thistle and Thread, is put yourself out there, get out of your comfort zone, try new things, whether it's a new craft, a new endeavor, go and do it. So I hope you take that advice into your new week. Try something new. I'll be trying many new things this week. I have my first knitting class. That'll be my trying something new for the week. And yeah, have the best night ever. Okay, bye. See you next week, my little crafty coven stitch witches.